शूलं प्रशिष्टं भगवन् वचांसि मे। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुवयेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। भावराधिका माधुरी अस्वादय सुखकाय जयति कृष्ण चैतन्य कलि प्रकटे ब्रजराय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So here one thing we see very clearly, the thought process. The thought process of materialistic people and the thought process of devotee. The person who is observed in sense gratification, he only knows how to gratify his external senses. An external senses can be gratified by external thing. Now, a spiritual world or a spiritual thing is totally opposite of material thing. As we said that everything in material world is perverted reflection of a spiritual world. So what is right thing in a spiritual world is a wrong thing in material world. For example, playing around with others' wife or children or girl, daughter, like last dance, etc. In a spiritual world, it is the right thing to do. But in a material world, morally, it is wrong thing. So what is considered to be quality or qualification in a spiritual world, the karmi, they see it as disqualification. And living example here is Sisupal. Sisupal is seeing everything as disqualification in Krishna to be worshipped as chief guest in the Rajasuya. So, in first we say, start from Varnashram. Because a person is known according to his varna and ashrama. Not today. Not today. Today, person is known how rich he is a big man. Earlier it was how renounced he is a big man. Earlier, character was given more importance. And now, the wealth is given more importance. Earlier means not in Dwapar Yuga or Satyuga. I am talking about Kali Yuga. There is a famous saying, they say, if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. But if character is lost, everything is lost. But now we see, if character is lost, nothing is lost. If wealth is lost, if health is lost, something is lost. But if wealth is lost, everything is lost. People were dying for building the character. Earlier, if a policeman walks by a village and the policeman comes to somebody's house, people, they did not see it very nice. What to say about going in jail? If somebody is going to jail for some crime, he outcast. His daughter and son will not get married. Nobody will give their daughter to marry to that family who has gone to jail. But nowadays, they go in jail and they proudly say, I have gone 4 times in jail. They're so happy. So they don't care for character, they care for the wealth. But earlier, people, they care for character. And according to character, he was judged what kind of person he is. Now, according to varnashram system, the highest person is a renounced person, known as sannyasi. He is supposed to be renounced. Or, according to varna, the brahmanas, who have connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Janmana jayato sudra samskara yo bhave ved padhe bhavir vipra brahma janati iti brahmana. Brahmana means one who had connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So they were considered highest in varna. And in ashrama, the sannyasi were considered highest. Because the word sannyasi has 2 words. Satnyasa iti sannyasa or samnyasa iti sannyasa. Sat means the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And nyasa means situated. Just like we call silanyas, cornerstone laying, we call silanyas. So same as Satnyasa. Sat means the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Nyasa means properly situated in thought of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So anyone who is properly situated in thought of Supreme Personality of Godhead is sannyasi. Not that one was upon cloth and danda. No. That's only outward thing. But real sannyas means one who is situated in thought of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Brahmana is Brahma Janati. Brahmana, one who knows the Brahma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is Brahmana, and he is highest according to Varna. And according to Ashram, Satanyasa is sannyasi, one who is connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So they were supposed to be topmost. So Sisipal starts saying, Varnashram Kulapeta. This Krishna, neither he is a Brahman nor he is a sannyasi. Kulapeta. He comes from a cowherd family. The Vaishya community, they are not highest. So what kind of, caste he is? The very lower caste man. When we want to worship someone who is born in high caste. Then he said, Sarva Dharma Bahishkrita. Today also it says, Sadhi Bahishkrita. Sarva Dharma Bahishkrita. He do not know the religious principle. How does one who follows no principle of social and spiritual world order of life or of family ethic, who has been excluded from the religious duty? Now, a Vaishya, they have a religion. Brahmana have a religion. So, according to Varna, Krishna was brought up by Nand Baba, who was a Vaishya, and who was a Grihastha. Nand Baba was a Grihastha. So, according to Varna and Ashrama, both way, they are not very high class. They are Bahishkrita. They are considered okay. Means, if a Brahmana comes, then Vaishya has to offer respect to him. A sannyasi comes, then a Grihastha has to offer respect to him. So in that sense, he is saying, he is low class, Vaishkrita. Swarvarti, and since there are no rules and regulations, they act independently, whimsically. Like, I don't know here, but in India, a Vaishya, they don't have, like Brahmana, they have so many rules and regulations. Before eating, they have some rules and regulations. Before going to altar, they have rules and regulations. Vaishya, they eat without even taking bath also. Brahmana cannot. They eat without washing their feet and hands. Before eating, you must wash 3 things: your hand, your leg, and your face. This is the culture. This is the rules and regulations of purification. So he said here that Swarvarti, he is independent. He doesn't care. His caste is like that. Gunahina, he has no any good quality. So, anybody, we worship or we offer our respect to the person who has some quality. He may be younger to us in age, but he has some good quality. We offer respect. Like Mother Kunti, she was an aunt of Krishna, but Krishna has so many wonderful qualities. So, Mother Kunti was praying to Krishna, Namaste Purusham Tvadyam Ishvara Prakrite Para Alaksham Sarabhutanam Antarbahir Avasthita. These are the transcendental quality of Krishna. He Adi Purusha. Namaste Purusham Tvadyam. O Govinda, you are Adi Purusha. Namaste Purusham Tvadyam. Ishvara, you are the supreme controller. Prakrite Para, you are beyond the three modes of material nature. Prakrite Para. So, there are quality who is beyond his material nature, who is Adi Purusha, etc. There are quality. So the person who has quality, he will be worthy. But this Krishna is Gunahina. he has no good quality. He may have quality, but not good quality. And that kind of person, Parya means worship, or Saparya means properly worship. Saparya Kadamarati, how do you, like you say Upasana? So Upasana means worship, and Saparya also means worship. With Saparya Katham Arahati, how you are going to worship this person with no good quality? Now, after saying that, he is talking about his dynasty. But in this one also, he said Varnashram Kulapita. They are also talking about dynasty. But this dynasty is the present one. That he come from Vaishya family, Grihastha family. So this is now present one. But this sloka today said, Jadati Esam hi kulam sapta. Why his dynasty is low class? And he said, not from today. He said, Jadati Esam hi kulam saptam. Even his great-great-great-great-grandfather, Maharaja Jati, was also cursed. We know that Maharaja Jati had two wives, Devyani and Sarmishta. Sarmishta happened to be daughter of Sukracharya. And once, the whole story in 9th canto, we have studied that how Sarmishta got so angry that Maharaja did something, and she went back to her father complaining that what he had done. And Sukracharya, without thinking anything, he thought, my son-in-law become so lusty that he made some other woman pregnant, although he had given word that he will not have any connection with his will, but he made her pregnant. So he's so lusty. So he cursed him to be old man. Old man, they have lust, but they have no power to fulfill their lust. Prabhupada said, lust remains forever. Even before person dies, the lust remains. Lust is something that keeps us here. Kama isa, krodha isa, rajo guru bhava. There is an enemy of humanity, lust. Prabhupada gave example of the old man who was lying on deathbed in hospital. And when a younger nurse was going, then he was looking. Most right. And he had no Shakti, he had no power for have sexual intercourse. But lust was there. So, Sukracharya cursed Maharaja Jati to be old man. He didn't without realizing. But then later realized. Now, he should have thought, Prabhupada, he should have thought that he becomes an old man, who is going to suffer? A young daughter who has no children. He is one, they are one, going to suffer. He is going to suffer. His daughter are not going to suffer. And then Jayati realized that the curse, and he became old man. Then he begged for forgiveness. And then said, all right. You can do one thing. You can trade your old age with one of your sons, if they wish. So, Jayati had many sons. And he kept asking all his sons. The first son was Jadu. Jadu was the eldest son. So he asked his son, please give me your youth. I want to enjoy your mother. Give me your youth. Now for a son, to give his youth means he is going to enjoy with his mother. So it is so sinful that Jadu could not even think. And Prabhupada in purport he writes that this was one thing that in no condition one should disobey his father or spiritual master. You can disobey your father or spiritual master on two conditions, Prabhupada. One, if your father, forces you to get married, you can disobey. That's okay, fine. Just like poor Kumaras, they disobeyed when Brahma wanted them to get married. So in this country, otherwise there is no question of disobeying father or spiritual master. So father is a spiritual master one way for a son. So Jadu disobeyed. He said, forget it. I'm not going to give my youth to you. Go to hell. And Prabhupada in purport, he wrote that for two reasons he did not give his youth. One, he said, if by taking my youth, if you are going to become devotee, if you are going to chant Hare Krishna, then no problem, I could have done my way. But if you are going to take my youth and enjoy my own mother, so how can I give my youth? Means I am enjoying my mother. It's simple. So this way, he did not give the youth. Because he came to serve the Lord. The life is meant for serving Lord. The youth is meant for using in service of Krishna, not for sense gratification. Sense gratification is lower kind of enjoyment, and serving Krishna, service to Lord, the highest kind of enjoyment. So Maharaj Jadu did not give his youth because he wanted to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Sukadeva Goswami, in very beginning of 10th canto, in chapter 1, he said, Jadosya dharmasilasya nitaram munisattamah tatra ansa tatra anse na avatirnasya Vishnu Biryani Samnaha. He said, Parishit Maharaj asked a question, he said, Jadosya dharmasilasya. Maharaj Jadu is dharmasil, who was strictly attached to religious principle. That is the qualification of Maharaj Jadu. And due to that, he did not give his youth to his father. And because Jadu was dharmasil, therefore Lord appeared as the son there in Jaduvans. Tatra ansena autranasya. Due to that, the Lord incarnated Vishnu Biryani Son Naha kindly described about the pastime of the Lord. And later on said, Autirya Jado Vanse Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana Kirtamani Yani Viswatma Nati No Bada Vistara. My dear Sukadeva Goswami, please describe us Vistara in more detail. What? Autirya Jado Vansi Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the cause of this material manifestation, Bhuta Bhavana, he appeared in Jaduvansa. So that Vansa, that dynasty of Maharaj Jadu was so glorious dynasty that Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared in that dynasty. But people like Sisupal, they are criticizing that dynasty by saying, Yati esam hi kula. What to say about this fellow, Krishna? His whole dynasty is like condemned dynasty. Saptam, it is cursed dynasty. Like sometimes when we get angry and then, oh, his family is totally cursed, he is cursed, his father is cursed. Look there, suffering there. The same way said, Jajati esam hi kulam. He comes from that dynasty of Maharaj Jati, which was cursed by Shukracharya. And Sadavir Bhaishkatam. And since the dynasty was cursed, it is a condemned dynasty. So no gentleman, no saintly person really respect that dynasty. I mean, of course not nowadays, but earlier, if somebody had killed somebody, or killed a cow, or done something which is morally not accepted, and if that person was coming, then people need to go like this, avoid him, not even look at him. Such a degraded person was. Even now also, you may have some good friend, and that good friend got involved in drug trafficking or something like that. Then will you like to associate? Will you like to go next to him? No, you keep yourself. No gentleman will go. They'll keep away from that person. Oh, that person is so low class. I didn't know that he like that. He is smuggler. I didn't know he is smuggler. He like that. I didn't know. So when we come to know, then we will keep away. So here, Sisupal is saying same thing. Jati esam hi kulam saptam sadvir bhaisita. Since the dynasty was cursed, therefore no gentleman would associate with Jadu dynasty. They are Bhaiskrita, they are outcast. And whereas me, I am Kshatriya, I am higher than the Vaishya. And there are many Brahmanas who are more higher. Vridha apana pratam sasvat. Vridha apana has two meanings. Vridha apana, vridha means useless, and pana means drinking. So these people, they waste their time in prayer, in useless time. Here in the city, people have no time to do gospel. But in village, there are a lot of free time. So they will sit on chowpah and they will start talking, they're saying area of influence and area of concern. So people in village, they are more in area of concern. They will sit down evening time and they will start talking, oh, Prime Minister should do like this. Why he doing like this? Look at this Hare Krishna people. They are living life, opulent life. They have no money, And so many things they will talk. So they said, Vridha Panam Vratam. There is one meaning. that this family, the Vaishya family, they have nothing, means they are not literate. So they do not know anything about Veda, Purana, all these things. So they live in village, so they only do Gram Varta, village talk. So Vritha Ratam means always engaged. This is one meaning. Other meaning is they are always intoxicated. Actually, this is more nowadays happening in city. Everybody almost drunk, and it has become a fashion in city to drink. So, although it says here, the translation, Pana means, want only to drink. Vritha Pana. I don't understand. Pana means drinking. What drinking are they talking about? The translator, he said, Jajati cursed the dynasty of Jajati, cursed the dynasty of the Jadus. And ever since then, they have been ostracized by honest men and addicted to liquor. It doesn't say anywhere, intoxicated. Vritha Pana. Pana means drinking or talking. That can be, but I don't know why they translate this as liquor. I don't think the people in the village they drink liquor. Rather the city people they drink liquor. Now it may be. But the real meaning here, Vritha Pana, means useless talk. They are involved in useless talk. Saswa, always. Saparyam katham arhati. Then why are we worshipping him? So, in this both verses, earlier and here also, Shishupal is showing disqualification of Krishna, that he is not worthy to be worshipped. Previous verse said he is not part of the higher class of Varna Ashram. And since he is not higher class, they have no culture, so no, learned people respect them. And they are, Brajavasi, he born from Brajavasi family. So Brajavasi, Vas means residence, and Braj means walking. They have no fixed residence. Brajavasi means one day stay here, other day stay other place. The Gwalas, they don't stay one place. So after condemning that there, then said, why should we worship someone whose whole dynasty, not only him, Krishna, but whole dynasty is cursed so badly that no gentleman would like to associate with them. And they are always busy in village talk. They are villagers, they are village talk. So he has no qualification. Now in purport, it mentioned, according to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, this is only Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur purport, here they have taken, but they also Jiva Goswami commentary on this thing in Bhagavatam. So Jiva Goswami gives different kind of commentary, especially Vritha Pana Ratam. He talks about the Pana means hearing Harikatha, he also called Pana. Drink through your ear. So he said, that means the devotee of the Lord, they are always engaged in hearing Harikatha. And if you talk about Krishna, so Krishna is always engaged in hearing the pastime of the devotee. So both ways. Yatim esa hi kulam. Even though the Jadu were cursed by Jati, they have been relieved Bahishkritam, of the curse. By whom? Sadhvi, by saintly person. Because the Supreme Personality of Godhead appear in that dynasty. And therefore, that dynasty is glorified. Here we just read that Parikshit Maharaj, who is the king, and he is asking, glorifying that Jadu dynasty, where the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared. So, as I said in beginning, that what a materialistic see things and a devotee see same thing, but both have different understanding. One see things one way and other see things in different way. Just like Prabhu also gave an example of the rose flower, that how if there is a rose flower, a person who is engaged in sense gratification, he will think this rose flower, oh nice rose flower, I'll take and give to my girlfriend. And there is also saintly devotee, when he sees a rose flower, oh such a nice rose flower, I'll take and offer to Radha Sundar. So object is same, but perception or seeing things is different. So Sisupal, who was totally observed in sense gratification, so he saw Krishna quality in one way. But devotee of the Lord, they see all this quality of Krishna in different way. So now same thing let us apply on us. If we are too much in sense gratification and something goes wrong in our sense gratification, then we start blaming Krishna. Something goes wrong, then we start blaming Krishna. Somebody chastises us, or somebody throws us out of their goal, or something happened which should not happen. Then we started blaming Krishna. Oh, Krishna did this, Krishna did this. But somebody devotee of the Lord, totally fully devoted to the Lord, he said, Krishna loves me so much. How can he put me in this condition? This condition I am because of my own past karma. He takes it, in a positive way. This is my own karma that I am suffering. And that is the fact. Krishna, why should Krishna make anybody suffer? He is not enemy. Surdam Sarabhutana is the very wisdom of one and all. So where is question of Krishna putting us in trouble? Rather, we have put ourselves in trouble by performing the heinous activities, the sinful activities, and thus we suffer. So, still we have time, still we have chance to get a proper perspective. And that proper perspective is the perspective from the perspective of Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada has given us everything to see things as they are in right perspective. Therefore, all the devotees, we all of us should very strictly follow sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti, we are sadhaka, we are not liberated, we are not mukta, we are baddha jiva. And baddha jiva can be liberated by performing the sadhana. Prabhupada has given sadhana bhakti. He wrote several letters to encourage devotee that we must get up early morning, come to Mangalarati, chant our Narayan nicely, and do some service, read the books written by Srimad Bhagvatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, nectar of devotion. And this way, we perfect our life. And then we can see things in a right perspective, like Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur or Sripad Goswami is saying. If we are not, in proper situation through sadhana bhakti, then we will have Sishpal mentality, which is not very good. Sishpal mentality is not good. We are already having Sishpal mentality. We are part of Sishpal dynasty. But we have to come in Jadu dynasty. And that is only possible if we strictly follow the rules and regulations given by divine grace of Prabhupada. Then we can see things in the right perspective. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any question? Yes, Mataji.
Prabhu, yesterday's class, you had mentioned that Shukam merged into Krishna. Before I spoke no one merges into Krishna. Can you please explain about that, Prabhu?
Yes, because he was cursed to become demon. Because the four Kumaras, they wanted to go to Vaikuntha, and they stopped. So anybody who will stop you in service of Krishna, they are demon. And even demon who encourages you to serve Krishna, they are devotee. Like Kamsa sent Akrur to go and bring Krishna Balram. And Akrur accepted Kamsa as Guru. That Ali is sending me to Krishna and Balram. This is a Guru's job, to send disciple to Krishna. So he accepted that way. Now, he was cursed. Now there are options. An option is that they can take 3 births. In 3 births they have to forget Krishna, become enemy of Krishna. Or take 7 births and remain devotee of the Lord and go after 7 births. So they didn't want to wait for so long. So they said, no, we'll take 3 births. But when we have to forget Krishna, we will forget what? We cannot stay away from Narayana for so long. Because devotee of the Lord, they are totally surrendered to the Lord. And they know the Lord will protect. Avasya Rakhive Krishna Vishwasapala. So due to the curse of poor Kumaraj, they have to take 3 births. So 2 births, they took birth again and again and again. And this was the last birth. So they had to go back home. So when they were killed, they merged in Krishna's body. There are 2 kinds of merging. Merging in Brahma Jyoti is called Sajujya also. There are 2 kinds of Sajujya. Vishnu Sajujya and Brahma Sajujya. So Brahma Sajujya is considered Kaivalya Narakayate. That is called Kaivalya. And that is like hellish. Brahma Sajujya, merging in Brahma Jyoti, you cannot do anything. But Vishnu Sajujya, entering in the body of Krishna, means going through the body of Krishna to Vaikuntha. So they got transported through the body of Krishna. Because Krishna's body is Sachidananda body, not material body. So they have to go to the spiritual world. So you have to make your body spiritual, or you take the flight which go to a spiritual world. So Krishna is spiritual. So just by merging, Sishpal merging in the body of Krishna, in the feet of Krishna, means he went to Vaikuntha directly, just by touch. Any other question? Yes.
Prabhu, you keep saying, we always read that whenever something happens to us, it is because of our past karma. But when a situation happens, it's the last thing will come to our head. We blame everybody else around us. Why is that tendency so strong not to think?
Because we are used to of that kind of thing. We blame other for everything. We blame. So this is part of our life. It become like a habit to blame other. If you are getting training, if the training is given from very childhood, no, we should not blame other. But we should consider this is my own karma. And then the same person will say, Prabhu, this is my karma. The whole thing is training. So we are trained that way. Anything good happened, I did. Bad happened, you did. Even a small kid, they do this thing. The children, when they speak about themselves, if they have done something wrong, they will never speak the truth. But if they have to speak about you or somebody else, they will only speak truth. Therefore, when the court accepts the children's word, if a child says that he did this thing, court will accept it. He is not. You are the lawyer. Court accepts. Child says. But if child does his mistake, if we ask, did you do? No. Like Krishna, here it is dirt. But just ask, did you dirt? No, I didn't. So that is in our training, what can we do? Therefore we need to train children. Okay, I will stop. I got a emergency call and training call. Okay, thank you. Haribol Prabhu. It is 8:30. I just finished class now.
Srimad Bhagvatam.